Today I'm going to show you how to prepare and enter plants in a flower show. First you will need a flower show schedule. Here we are using the 2007 Yellow Daisy schedule. Go through the schedule and find the Horticulture division. See if you have any of the flowers listed in your yard. Have they been growing in your yard or pots for 3 months? If they have, you can enter them in the show. Remember, you cannot spray your plants with any kind of shine or leaf gloss before you exhibit them. Read over the rules for the Horticulture division a few times before the show. Be sure to follow the rules. To prepare, you will need a bucket of water and your clippers to gather the cuttings from your garden. Check to see if the leaves are evenly spaced and the flowers are bright and fully developed. Cut the plant material and put it in your bucket of water. This should be done late in the afternoon. Take your plants to a place where you can clean them. You can wipe each leaf with a clean, damp cloth, or you can fill a kitchen sink with cool, soapy water and swish them around for a couple of minutes, rinse, and let them air dry. Now go back and check to make sure the leaves or flowers are perfect. You will need a long stem to put in the water, so trim any leaves off that might be close to the end of the plant. Trim off any leaves from the part of the stem that will be under the water. There is a limit on the length of the stem, and it will be listed in the schedule. It is usually stated as no longer than 30 inches from the tip to the end. Use a measuring tape to determine the length of your plant material. You will need to check for the color of bottles you are using in the show. Some shows will furnish bottles. If you have to furnish your own bottles, check the schedule to see what color you will need to use. The bottles need to be clean and not have any labels or writing on them. Now trim the end of the stem on a slant so that the stem is not sitting flat on the bottom of the bottle. It will not take up water if the end is blunt. Make sure the cutting is long enough for the bloom to stand up above the lip of the bottle. Wedge a piece of wood, celery, or cork into the neck. The schedule will tell you what you can use for wedging. You will want the plant to stand erect, and the wedging will help it to do that. Now look at your plant and check for flaws on the leaves. Trim off any brown edges. Now here is another example of preparing a plant using a larger bottle. Notice that the stem does not touch the bottom of the bottle. Make sure your water is clean and clear, and change the water if needed. Now you need to name your plant material. You can find the name of your plant material in books, on the internet, or by visiting your local nursery. You will need the common name and the correct scientific botanical name for the top award. The show committee will furnish you with entry cards. The name of the show and the date are usually listed at the top. The next line is the division, section, and the class of entry. You can find these in the schedule. The next line is the common and botanical name of your plant material. Next is your name and address. All of this is repeated at the bottom of the card, so be sure to enter the information in both places. You cannot enter more than one plant in each class. You can enter as many classes as you want. For example, you may have 2 mums, one yellow and the other bronze. That would be the same plant material, but divided into different classes. This is what your entry should look like when it's finished. The committee will give you a rubber band to attach the entry card to the bottle, and they will check to make sure everything is correct. Good luck!